Oh, say does.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA Act. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Richard Hamilton. Duncan is out there with Bowen. Then it's Williams. And it's Cowens in at the center, filling out the middle. Now Williams, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And here's Price. He brings it up with the Cavaliers. To the left side wing. To the inside. Here's James. They shoot again, and he sinks the layup.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Pass to Duncan. Back to Williams. We're about 1 minute into the first. Down low, Cowens. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Cowens has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
To the middle, here's McGee. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Williams against Price. It's Williams with the drive. Basket counts.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Doris, this summer, the Cavaliers opting to make changes.
And, Kevin, a little bit of a surprise in this particular way. They fired their coaching staff, bring in a new regime. And think about it. You fire that group after you've made the playoffs 2 seasons in a row, and yet you still opt to go in a different direction. So a lot of pressure on the staff coming in.
No good from Hamilton. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Brooklyn foul. Dave Cowens. His first team foul.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
McGee is screen on Williams, and that one's good. Price.
And with Price, you not only get the range, you get the consistency. One of the league's most accurate shooters.
Robinson against Hamilton. Pass to Williams. McGee with the block. To the left wing. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tim Duncan picks one up. The recent history of the Nets. Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Howard. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And, Kevin, winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And so Howard nails both of them. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Price. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
There is so much responsibility on LeBron's shoulders. He has to keep that offense flowing, and he's got such a great grasp of their system.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
See yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go.
our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. The Nets second.
Yeah, boy, they've been hot from three this past month. That's what happens when you have good shooters who get into a good rhythm.
Nets trail by 6. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Duncan. Over Howard. And Duncan gets it to go in.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Cleveland.
And so Price will bring it up for the Cavaliers. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Now, here's Price. 6 points for him. And Cleveland again with the bucket. The Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Pass to Bowen. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now here's Williams. Five to shoot. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Howard. James in the high post. And it's Cowens with the rebound.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable. And while he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
On the wing, James. Plays it up and banks it in.
And one of those players who will not be denied. LeBron's so strong inside.
Now here's Williams. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pass to Price. Brooklyn with the rebound. Cowens has got 4 rebounds in this game. Williams with the ball. On the wing, Duncan. From the low block, and the basket is good. And here's Price. 8 points for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. McGee sets the pick for Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. It's intercepted. Outside Williams. Price with the steal. There's 1:34 left to play in the first.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Williams against Price. Hamilton outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screens.
And the first one drops. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
James outside. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
Price against Harper. Here's Duncan. The layup off target.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Art Price has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen from Cleveland?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Price is out there with Allen. Then there's McGee. Then there's Juwan Howard. And it's LeBron in at the small forward position. Now here's Harper. Still without a basket.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Allen outside. LeBron outside. James connects from deep.
LeBron worked tirelessly early in his career on improving his range shooting, and boy, it has paid dividends.
Here's Harper. Pass to Bowen. Oh, good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Lets it fly from 18. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Bridges against Allen. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, with the high release point on Mikal Bridges' jumper, it's very hard to contest. Just a matter of being consistent now.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Allen kicks to James. A basket good off the assist from Allen. LeBron's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs. Harper against Price. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got his first basket of the night. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Count that bucket. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Price, the pass to James. Lobs up the alley-oop pass. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Nets trail by 7. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Bridges against Allen. Bridges dishes to Harper. Just 4 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. Pass to Nedolicki. On the 3 off target. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here's James. LeBron brushing off the contact.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Harper's shot's good. Harper's got his second basket of the night.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Nice passes to James. Back to Price. This one for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Howard. He's looking for James and finds him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
The first free throw is good.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate, just in a different way.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Porzingis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Walker comes in for Juwan Howard. And it's Suggs in for Price. Good on both.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now, here's Harper. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. Here's Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. 5th, Porzingis.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
And the first one at the line is good. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there. For Kristaps Porzingis, we know this guy has all-star level talent. For him, it's about staying healthy. At 7'3", if he's able to stay away from injuries, this guy is a big-time threat.
And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Suggs kicks to Porzingis. Connects from three-point range. Porzingis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Suggs following the bucket by the Nets. To the paint, here's O'Neal. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of a three-point shot in today's game.
Well, you look at LeBron James, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
That's good from Hudson. And Hudson drops them both. Cleveland leading by 9. Allen outside. Castro O'Neal.
2 minutes remaining.
Shoots over Lively. And another miss by Cleveland. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pulls up on the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Hudson's got 6.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Porzingis with a screen on Harper. Pass to Allen. 1:30 left to play here in the second quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Allen's got his first bucket of the night.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And here is Harper. Hamilton outside. Here's Hudson. 6 points for him. Count it.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
The Nets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Lou Hudson. 1 shot.
Does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Cleveland leading by 6. Allen outside. Castro O'Neal. Shoots over Lively. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Allen. Allen's got his 4th assist in this one. Suggs against Harper. Here's Hamilton. Lively the pass to Harper. Duncan high post. Over O'Neal. Again, the Nets for 2.
You got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Walker dishes to Suggs. For the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cavaliers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, they hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by James.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
So it's Brooklyn now. 4-point game. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Bowen. Williams is out there with Richard Hamilton. And it's Duncan. And it's Cowings in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession.
And a mistake by the defense. Not a guy you want to send to the free throw line. Price is a knockdown shooter.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Price. Price hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Duncan outside. Here's Hamilton. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Howard, the pass to Price. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Tim Duncan picks one up. For Cleveland, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
First free throw is good. Price hits them both. Nets trail by 8. Now Williams. Drops in the layup for 2. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Price against Williams. Howard kicks to Price. McGee is screen on Williams. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Duncan. And here's the fast break. Here's Hamilton. Rips down the breakaway slam.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Howard. LeBron outside. 5 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Bruce Bowen.
Whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
2 shots.
Free throw good, James. That one misses. Nets trail by 5. Driving the lane. Offensive rebound. Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Bowen's shot is off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. McGee sets the pick for LeBron. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bowen. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside and stolen by Hamilton. Williams passes to Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Duncan.
Oh, he is firing his guys up now. Sweet dunk from Duncan. Mesmerizing.
Pass to Howard. Price kicks to James. McGee sets the pick for LeBron. Fires the 3. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Cowens has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Count that one. Now it's just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. With this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. 5th on the list, LeBron James.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Howard. And it's Cowens with the rebound.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Robinson up top, covered by Hamilton. Outside, James. Bridges with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Bridges has got 8 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
To the inside, here's Collins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
How about that skill set that Collins possesses? Shoots a high clip from the field and rebounds the ball well at either big man position.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And it's a completely new group for Cleveland. And the Nets making a change here as well. Hudson's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Allen outside. Pass to O'Neal. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 6. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Collins. Williams kicks to Bridges. 6 to shoot. And the shot goes down. Bridges has got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Suggs dishes to O'Neal. A shot off that time.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Nedelicki, the pass to Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He'll get Jermaine O'Neal. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Williams, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That one is off. And the Nets making a change here. Lively's checked in. And he sinks the second. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
shot fan, it's your Cavs Powerhouse champion.
And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Number 1, the Nets.
You know, they're pressuring the ball more, challenging every single shot. Their defense has been playing at a really high level.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Screen by Porzingis. Bounce pass Suggs. O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
What a quality pass from Jalen Suggs. This guy relishes the chance to set up his teammates.
Here's Williams. 7 points in the game. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. Here's Hudson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hudson's got 11 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Allen. Here's O'Neal. Nedolicki with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Hudson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Misses from close range. Nets leading by 4. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Harper, he's checked in for Williams. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Tony Allen.
Well, you love to see Bridges keep the pressure on the defense and draw the contact.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
And that one falls for Bridges. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And Walker pitched to O'Neal. 18 feet out. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Lively. Back to Harper. Clock at 6. On the wing, Bridges, defended by Allen. And again, it's the Nets missing. Puts up a deep three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Cavaliers trail by 3. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Walker out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then there's Suggs. And there's Porzingis. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard position. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Mark Price.
Nets leading by 3. Harper kicks to Duncan. A nice shot by Hudson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. James outside. Here's Robinson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Duncan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Harper. Here's Hudson. Duncan right side. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? The Cavaliers trail by 5. Price kicks to Howard. Stolen by Lively. In the corner, it's Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 6 assists here tonight.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Attention crowd, coming onto the floor is your Tag Crew Hut Squad. Show the love. Get out, man. On the court is your Hut Squad. Who up there with the t-shirt? Get loud.
Checked in for Porzingis. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's LeBron. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Yeah, one of the best in the history of the league, just taking advantage of what the defense wants to give him. LeBron, the midi, yes, sir.
Duncan scanning the floor. They set the pick. Inside, here's Collins. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Nets leading by 7. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shot clock at 6. Duncan, the pass to Hamilton. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And it's a 9-point Nets lead.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Bowen's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense, a legit threat from beyond the arc.
Outside Robinson. Back to Bryce. Shot to stop the run. Brooklyn with the rebound. It's Rip Hamilton on the wing. Guarded by Robinson. Robinson against Hamilton. Over Robinson. Pass to Bowen. Williams with the ball. Over Price. Williams can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Howard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, LeBron James always surveying the floor. Few players in the history of the game have the court vision that LeBron has.
Juwan Howard.
That's good from Howard. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Count it.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Top of the key. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's the screen. Here's Williams. Up and in on the layup. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Howard. LeBron with it. Throws it up high. It's tipped. Here's Bowen. James defending. Bowen the pass to Collins. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Can't hit from in close. The Nets on offense. They're on a 15-5 run here.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
All right, fans, it's Kids Band time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. It's all good.
Cleveland making a change here. Suggs is checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 4, Jalen Suggs.
Pass to Howard. Back to Suggs. Charity stripe shot. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists tonight.
Jalen Suggs has all the attributes necessary to be a 3-level scorer. That means the mid-range must be pure. Show him, Jalen.
Now Duncan. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Suggs against Williams. Oh, good with the triple. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 19-7 run.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Brooklyn.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Duncan.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
LeBron dishes to Suggs. McGee in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson for 3. No good that time. Hamilton with some nice D. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
McGee against Williams. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us.
The Mile High City. It's the NBA on 2K. Sports, alongside Hall of Famer Grant, a battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. They've got Derrick Rose, and it's McGrady in at the shooting guard position.
And in the open floor, few guys can finish like D. Rose.
Outside Harden. Here's Pierce. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's McGrady. They set a pick. All sorts of time. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Pass to Pierce. Back to Curry. To the paint. Here's Mike, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
With the step back. Here's Rose, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to McGrady. And here's Drummond, defended by Harden. Double team on Drummond. Oh, the jam by Drummond!
So much force. Easy money for Drummond.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Curry finds Harden. Here's Mikan. Back to Harden. The shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Rose against Harden. Drummond with the screen. Inside. Banked it in off the glass. Drummond's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, if Drummond's going to score, the paint is where it's going to happen.
Nuggets trail by 3. Now a timeout called by Denver. Will stand perhaps the best home court advantage in the league is right here in Denver, a mile above sea level.
And Brian, they don't let you forget it. Everywhere you go, you see signs, 5,280. Sometimes they even have it on their uniforms, on the court, on signs in the locker room. They want you to know that you're at elevation and it's going to be difficult.
Fatigue is always a factor in Denver. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Down low. Here's Mikan. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's Curry, and the baseline jumper goes down.
Using the mid-range area of the floor, Curry, an offensive mastermind.
Pass to McGrady. Back to Rose. Drummond with the screen to the paint. It's stolen away. Rose against Harden. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Harden proves he's more than just a perimeter player.
Harden against Rose. Spins. Pass to McGrady. Tipped away. Here's Pierce. Yep, that one's good. Pierce has got 5.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Drummond with the screen. Here's McGrady. He drops it from range. McGrady's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Pierce. 15 in his last outing. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Pierce has gotten his third basket of the night. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver. McGrady shot is off. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Harden can't hit.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Rose. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Pass to Pierce. Back to Curry. Six to shoot. This one for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. The Jazz have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Here's McGrady. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's Denver now on the wing. Holiday. Over Smart. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. DeJounte Murray's checked in for Denver. Counted from distance.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Utah leading. Banchero outside. Inside. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Denver has gone 2 of 5 from deep. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Willis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pierce. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Left side, Murray. Here's Mikan. Drummond defending. Holiday against Smart. Pulls up. A shot by Holiday, no good. Utah leading by 3. Banchero outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got 6.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And here's Murray. No made baskets yet. Pass to Willis. There's the screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Smart for 3. Not going to go that time. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Utah ahead, up by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
We've got Drew Holiday, also DeJounte Murray out there, and it's Pierce in at the power forward position. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. And he makes it.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree, Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Here's the pick. Holiday from long range. Utah grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Rose outside. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Murray.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Pierce. And it's rejected. Smart with the ball. He's scoreless. Drummond with the screen. To the middle. The putback. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Nuggets trail by 8. Pierce, the pass to Donaldson. Out to Hayward. There's the three. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, a quality shooter from beyond the arc. Can't let Hayward get room to fire from the corners.
Rose, the pass to Drummond. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Caro outside. And he lobs it up top. And Drummond with the jam.
Well, physically attacking the rim is something Drummond does well. And the lob pass only makes it easier for him.
And the Nuggets call time here. Making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. And now a quick peek at the point guards who, over the last month, are not just making plays for others, they're putting up points themselves. Number 1, Derrick Rose.
And that really tells you about the offense he provides. He can really orchestrate for his teammates, or he can put on a one-man show.
Well, he just fits this team so well. What I like most about him is that he lets the game come naturally.
Hayward outside. Pass to Harden. Lets it fly. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Harden's got his third bucket of the night.
A reliable shooter off the catch. Harden with that sweet lefty stroke.
Wallace outside. Now Banchero. Give him 8 points now. To the inside. Here's Chandler. And Donaldson pulls it down.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Hayward, the pass to Harden. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting 2.
First one falls.
And one of the most prolific offensive players of his era, James Harden. The Beards led the league in assists and scoring, and very few guys can say that.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
They get it again. Banchero. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Harden, the pass to Hayward. Here's McHale. Watched by Wallace. The kick out. Curry. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
If you're looking to become a catch-and-shoot expert, Curry is the player to study. He's a master.
Harden against Rose. Pass to Smart. Banchero left side from the low block. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. And here's Curry for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in the game. Wallace outside. Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Nuggets trail by 5. Now here's Harden. Give him 8. There's a screen. Wallace pulls it in. The Jazz have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
The NBA, it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Smart passes to Banchero. Count it. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Now here's Harden. Watched by Wallace. Inside. Here's Donaldson. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
It's rare that one of the game's best scorers is also one of the best playmakers. Harden does it all at the offensive end.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Denver has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. There's a screen to the paint. Here's Donaldson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Donaldson's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Rose. Give him 8 points now. 1:24 left in the first half. Pass to Banchero. Paolo, strong.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Hayward outside. Over Smart. Hayward's shot is off.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Rose against Harden. And it's Denver with a rebound.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Jazz leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Smart. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Hayward.
Well, he's a competitive guard who plays with a real edge. Smart helps set the tone for the attitude of this team.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. first free throw is good. They'll stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
And so Smart nails them both. Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Harden, and Harden with the slam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's McGrady. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Utah Jazz closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Utah Jazz.
It's all been gravy, baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's
gravy.
orange.
And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest.
If these guys end up making the cut, this will be a dunk contest for the ages, man. They're not just athletes, they are showmen.
And as long as they show me creativity, and it reminds me like a box of donuts, I need something fresh.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Jazz leading by 7. So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got Andre Drummond, and it's Rose in at the 1. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparation, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 6 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
They set the pick. Here's Pierce. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Back come the Nuggets on the run. Here's Harden. Good D by Wallace.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Ooh, poked away. Nuggets trail by 8. Here's the break. Harden from outside. Utah with the rebound. Wallace has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
Here's McGrady. 9 points in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. Fourth, the Nuggets.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Here's Boozer. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. McGrady shot is off. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pierce, the pass to Harden. Here's McHale. Here's Pierce. Tipped. And they get it back. Just 5 on the clock. The three from Curry. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Rose. Down low. It's stolen by Curry. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 13 feet out. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Chandler, he's checked in for Utah. Wallace, the pass to Rose. Utah with another miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Pierce, and he drives in, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now just a 3-point Utah lead.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Rose, the pass to Boozer. Wallace up top. He's covered by Curry. Shakes him. Wallace misses. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Pierce. Harden against Rose. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Utah leading by 3. Here's Wallace. Hits the target from 18 feet. Wallace has got 5 points in the quarter.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Here's McHale. No made baskets yet. Here's Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you can tell being a leader comes naturally to Curry. He sets the tone out there, and all his guys follow his lead.
And so Curry nails both of them.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Utah leading by 3. Pass to McGrady. Jacks up a 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Pierce. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. And Curry with the answer.
And anything you can do, Curry can do better. You do not want to get in the shooting contest with that man.
Pass to Chandler. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. Both teams will make substitutions. Nuggets trail by 3. Stan, how do you think the Utah Jazz have fared with a relatively young squad?
Well, Brian, I'd say admirably. It's not easy to be the less experienced team figuring things out all the time, but they continue to grow and work and get better.
Count it.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Here's Banchero. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Banchero's got 16 points.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Here he goes. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And a look now at the Utah Jazz's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Wednesday, they'll start out on the road to play the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, that one's going to be game number 9 of the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Jazz. They've led by as much as 10. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Nuggets trail by 5. And the Nuggets call time here.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. 4th, DeJounte Murray.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
As he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul.
Hey, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
The Jazz making a switch here. Smart's checked in. The free throw drops from Murray. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Pass to Willis. Here's Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Got a hand on it. Here's Greer, defended by Murray.
Well, this is part of why guys love playing with Smart. He will reward you for getting open if you can.
Nuggets trail by 4. Murray passes to Donaldson. Back to Murray. Over Smart. And again, it's Denver missing. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. And he jams it home with authority.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Murray passes to Donaldson. Thompson against Hayward. Takes a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Hayward's got 6 points.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Pass to Chandler. Back to Smart. Thompson against Hayward. Inside. Here's Chandler. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Chandler's got 6 here in the quarter.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
Now here's Holiday, guarded closely. The floater, and the layup is up and in.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Here's Greer. He's covered by Holiday. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Misses the jumper from the wing. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Jazz out in front. They're up by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Stephen Curry is out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Mikan in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Holiday's fiery. Tough to keep up.
First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
That's good from Holiday.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, if you ask a coach, what do you want out of your players? The answer is often effort, ability, and selflessness. Drew Holiday has all of those and more.
Thompson, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Pierce, the pass to Willis. Outside Holiday. Here's Curry, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And it's almost like Curry's motor never stops running. This is what forces defenders to overcommit.
At the line for Denver, Stephen Curry, taking 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Nuggets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Here's Greer. Pass to Drummond. And he lobs it up. And the slam dunk by Thompson. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Here's Pierce. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Curry at the rim.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
Here's McGrady. Pass to Boozer. Here's Greer. He's covered by Curry. Thompson, a screen on Curry. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Harden. Right side Curry. From the arc. McGrady grabs a miss.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Blocked! They retain possession. Counted. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Well, hauling in that board, Thompson giving his guys second chance opportunities.
Harden against Thompson. Mikan. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Drummond. And a two-handed jam.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. The 3 from Curry. It's good. Curry with a long-range bomb.
He's starting to pick it up from downtown. Made just 1 in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So both teams changing it up here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. McGrady, the pass to Boozer. Here's McGrady.
Nuggets foul. Here. That's his first personal foul.
And we have to take another look at that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Here's Boozer. Rose, left side. And he's going for the lob.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in to the middle. Here's Mikan, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
For Utah, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Boozer passes to Rose. And the 3 off target.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the inside. It's intercepted. Inside. Tries to break his ice. Rebounded by Denver. McHale's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Pierce. 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Wallace's shot is good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Here's McGrady. Oh, he just jams it right over Stephen Curry.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's McHale. The 3 from Curry. Utah grabs the miss. Wallace has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Jazz leading by 4. Here's Rose. Pass to McGrady from deep. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got 4 assists in the game. The Nuggets have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's McHale. Back to Curry. To stop the run. He buries it from 3. Curry's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Here's Drummond. And it's Mikan with a rebound. Mikan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to McHale. Now Curry. Watched by Wallace. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His first personal foul.
Yeah, fearless play from Curry inside. Going up against tough defense and getting fouled while shooting.
Stephen Curry.
And that one falls to Curry.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
And Denver making a change here. Hayward's checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Marcus Smart's checked in for Rose. Hits both from the stripe. Utah has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
It's time for the dance camp. Get up and get down. Get ready to see yourself on the screen and show us your best moves. Let's go. You're a beast. Bring the moves.
Boozer passes to Wallace. Here's McGrady, defended by Harden. From behind the arc. McGrady, good. McGrady's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
The Nuggets want a timeout.
Sorry.
Denver making a change here. Here's Pierce. Pass to McHale. Here's Pierce. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Here's Boozer. Smart for 3. It's rebounded by McHale. Nuggets trail by 3. Curry with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Curry's shot is off. For Utah, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Here's McGrady. It's rebounded by Pierce. Pierce has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Harden. It's blocked. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to McGrady. Here's Boozer. And here's Smart for 3. And Smart nails the triple.
Fearless. Marcus Smart. Made for the big moment.
Now here's Harden. Watched by Wallace. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for your Nuggets, James Harden. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 5. Derrick Rose, he's checked in for Smart. Harden hits them both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
And Rose has got the ball here for the Jazz. To the right side. McGrady the pass to Wallace. Here's Boozer. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his third personal foul.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Utah, Andre Brown. At the line for 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena.
The steal. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Utah, Wallace. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Jazz, McGrady. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
So we see the Jazz get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.